Well, good good evening, everyone. I wasn't going to go live tonight. I'm going on again with Ricky. Um, Going on again with Ricky Doolan at 8:30 for half an hour. So I was going to have a little rest. But sometimes you see something, whether it's in the news, whether it's on newspapers or whatever, and you look at it. Share this, guys, because this story is bizarre, obscene, disgusting. I think I'd run out of adjectives to use. And of course, it's it's a complete affront and assault on everything that Britain holds dear. Now, I'm gonna can I make this a bit bigger? I'm gonna try and make this a bit bigger so you can see exactly what's been said here. I don't know if I can actually. Is it gonna let me? No, it's not gonna let me. So I'll read it to you. Okay, I'll read exactly what this is saying. Let me take myself out of the screen so that you can see the text yourselves. Okay. So this is from David Betts. David Betts was replying to a woman who I take to be a liberal lefty, useful idiot to say the least. I'm being polite. Who said that I actually live in a small English village. It's total codswallop what Elon Musk is saying. We're not hobbits under siege. We're all ordinary people. How rude to patronize us like this. It's fear-mongering dressed up as folklore. Now, it's not. That woman is deluded, and she is a hobbit, and she needs the men of Gondor to protect her, but unfortunately not going to protect her. Why should they? Because she is completely missing the point. Listen to what David Betts says. Now, this happened in June 2024, and it was all over the local news, but guess what? They didn't mention who the main suspects were, but thankfully David Betts has. At least 175 Afghans were placed in the village of Watchfield overnight, and secretly by the government under the RAP program. The local donkey wasn't called Jenna. He's got the name wrong. The local donkey Maisie was shortly after gang. You know what I'm going to say? Begins with R, ends in AD. And isn't it ridiculous that you see? Do you know what? People go on about social media. These politicians moan about social media being the font of all evil. The platforms that we use are so censored. We can't even use the word for when a woman. I mean, what other word can you use? We can't use that word on these platforms, or we'll get banned. Anyway, that's just an aside. But the donkey Maisie had been gang in a paddock, and she now lives under 24/7 CCTV protection. And then David Betts says Elon got some details wrong, but you know well the general picture. It's not good. And there's the story. You can find the story. It's in the Oxford Mail. It's in other news outlets. You can Google it. But again, they don't mention that there were 175 Afghan migrants in town. And you see, if you know anything about Central Asian culture, it's a thing. Okay, they have a thing for donkeys and goats. They really do. I mean, it's not. We're not making this up. And little boys and little girls, and really any woman they can get their hand on. It's just part of their culture. But hey, guys, listen, all cultures the same. According to multiculturalism, all cultures have equal value. The Afghan tribesman, the Afghan warlord has absolute equal value with everybody watching this stream. We're all equal. That's what equality is all about. Bring them in, and straight away they're turned into J.R.R. Hartley from the old Yellow Pages ad. That's what happens when you bring a 60-year-old Afghan warlord to the UK as a refugee. Put R something PE in front of that, and you might get the right adjective. Bring him in. All of a sudden, he becomes J.R.R. Hartley, and he wants to go fly fishing, and he wants to join the local fox hunt. Well, just be careful taking him on the local fox hunt. Keep your horses away. Keep your dogs away. Make sure there's no sheep about. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. Now, I'm making light of this, but it's not funny, and I'll tell you why it's not funny. Because a lot of people will get really upset about what happened to Maisie, and it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting what's happened to Maisie. Okay? But the reality of the situation is everybody's forgotten about the little 12-year-old girl that was kidnapped. Allegedly. We've got to say that because of contempt laws, because the government is using contempt laws to gaslight the nation. We know that. But two Afghan men on trial for kidnapping and allegedly doing the word that we can't mention on YouTube to a 12-year-old. And I believe that there was other stuff pretty vile. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Even my darlings, how's it going? Came in. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. But Fran, you just made me laugh. You just made me laugh. I was trying to keep a straight face, but it's not funny. It's not funny. It really isn't funny. But it should be. I just, you know, I don't know what we say. I don't know what we say. I don't know what we do. But that's what we're up against. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Let's just see. There we go. Donkey defiled by Afghans. And apparently that's a photograph from the scene in June of last year in this little sleepy village where all the hobbits live. Doesn't that look like the Shire? I tell you what, do you know what, guys? In all seriousness, these people are worse than orcs. Do you remember the orcs in Lord of the Rings? And they're always ripping each other to pieces and fighting and biting each other and gouging and killing everything in the way. But they didn't do this to a donkey. They didn't do this to a donkey. They didn't do it to little boys. They didn't do it to goats. They didn't do it to little girls. We have imported savagery into our country. Absolute savagery into our country. And then we wonder why things like what happened on that train in Cambridgeshire happened. And of course, that guy was born here, so he's full on British. He's full on British. I'm sure he hasn't spent his whole life smoking skunk, mugging people, stabbing people up, and turning his brain into blancmange, because he's had a perfectly good upbringing by J.R.R. Hartley and his wife. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Sorry, guys. You know, something like this, when I see this, and when I just start to think about it, I'm going, what sort of country are we living in? What sort of country are we living in? Let's have a look at another charmer from the Hindu Kush, another charmer from, I don't know, Kashmir or Baluchistan or the tribal belt, wherever he's from. He doesn't speak right good English, this fella. He doesn't speak right good English, but I tell you what, he's passionate about using our democracy and our freedoms to destroy our democracy and our freedoms. Let's have a look at this fella. Make sure we can all hear what he's got to say.
Birmingham will not allow genocidal, barbaric fans who just at the
your favourite Birmingham lawyer. Here he is.
We've had meetings
Ahmed
with
Yaqub and his little mate,
and in particular youth,
and they just love Islam.
And they will be here joining the protest.
And apparently, I mean, I never knew Ahmed Yaqub was a Villa fan. I'd never seen him show any interest in football whatsoever. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Just at the Villa ground, we've had meetings with a few locals and in particular youths, and they will be here joining the protest which will be taking place at the Aston Pavilion, Trinity Road, Villa Ground, 6 p.m. on the 6th of November.
Absolutely. Aston and moreover the city of Birmingham will not allow genocidal, barbaric fans who will be coming, and moreover the team that is coming, they are serving and potentially ex-serving IDF soldiers. Birmingham will stand up Thursday 6 p.m. on the 6th. We will be here. We hope to see every single one of you.
We will show the world that Aston Villa fans are not like the Maccabi Tel Aviv fans. We will peacefully protest and show them that the city of Birmingham is for peace and most definitely is for justice. So I hope everyone is here on 6th of November. Remember that, up the Villa. Just at the Villa ground, we've had meetings with a few locals and in particular youths, and they will be here joining.
So there we have it. There we have it. Another charmer, another absolute charmer. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't care if that fella was born in this country, right? I don't care if that fella was born and bred in this country. I don't want him here. I don't think his English is right good, is it? He don't speak right good English, that lad. Have you noticed the way a lot of these people speak English, but in a very, very strange, stilted way? It's probably because they spend most of the time speaking Urdu. I don't want him here. I don't want that man in my country. I'm just going to say it. And, you know, if I lose my channels, if I get arrested for it, I don't really care. Because he should be the first one getting deported. Because, see, the likes of him, he wants to take over this country. The clown standing next to him, he's the one. Do you remember the video, the infamous video on Twitter, where he says, "We're not here to take part. We give you lovely curry. Our parents came and built Britain after the Second World War, and we give you lovely curry. And we're not here to take part. We're here to take over." No, you're not. You're not taking anything, son. You're not taking anything. Doesn't matter how many you import, how many you bring in. We're going to fight back. We're going to push back. We're going to make sure that we get a government in this country that will get you removed. So you're not going to take anything over. You can go back to the Hindu Kush. You can do what you want in Balochistan or Kashmir or the tribal front or even in Karachi, wherever you want to go. But you don't belong here. You do not. This is not your country. Don't care if you were born here. You do not belong here. If your culture is Pakistani, you belong in Pakistan, not in the United Kingdom. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. Well, that's what happens when you were brought up in Middlesbrough. You learn some of the lingo. What can I say? You learn some of the lingo. Man, if this doesn't get me banned and arrested, nothing will. I saw him before getting interviewed, and he was sitting with an England top on talking a load of garble. This is it. This is what we're left with. This is what we're left with. You know, so many of I've got loads of Jewish friends. I'm honest about that. A lot of them are thinking about leaving, and they're going to be replaced by Ahmed and Afsar and Asif and all the rest of them. These guys that make great curry. We're going to make you great curry. It's the national dish. No, it's not. Listen, curry's not the national dish. Do you know what? I refuse to. Do you know what? I must admit, I love curry and kebabs, but I don't eat them anymore because I'm not putting any of that halal slaughtered garbage into my gob. Simple as. I'm not going to do it. Boycott them. Boycott them. Don't buy any more of their halal garbage. It's been sacrificed to the devil. They pray a little prayer to the devil before they slit its throat and let it bleed out. Don't eat any more kebabs. Don't eat any more curries. Don't any more of the national dish. And we're not going to let them take over. I know, man. We should maybe make a parody record about them being here to take over, shouldn't we? I'll get the AI to do the music and I'll do the voiceover. Oh, guys, do you know what? This is genuinely just a short little video. I was just that absolutely appalled by what I'm seeing. But these clowns, I mean, honestly, this guy that associates with certain people from Telford. I mean, man, what are they even doing here? Really, what are they doing here? And let's see. Oh, here we go. Do Do you want some more Ahmed Yakub? If you've had a really nice meal and you know you haven't got indigestion, you haven't got heartburn, just turn away now, because I'm going to play a little bit more of Ahmed Yakub, the wonderful Ahmed Yakub. Let's have a look. Here he is. Let's get some of Ahmed. There we go. Let's see what he's talking about now.
6th of November, it's game over.
Here we go. Let's get him a bit of prominence, give him a full screen. To be honest with you, do you know the thing about it is, I think his real voice is funnier than my put on voice. I mean, just listen to this guy. Just listen to him.
6th of November, it's game over for Maccabi Tel Aviv and Israel. Protesters are coming from all over the UK peacefully.
Hold on a minute. Did he say they're coming from all over the UK? Is that the new UK flag? Is that what that is? Did something change overnight? That doesn't look like a Union Jack to me. So who are these people? I mean, that's what you call a pitch invasion. Man.
We're going to protest with our families and let people know the frustration that we have. Israel should...
There's people in that photograph that look like victims of cousin marriage. It's as simple as that. There are people in that photograph, they just do not look right. They do not look right. And can you imagine? I mean, this guy here, like, he's one of their top lawyers. He's one of their top lawyers.
Not be in FIFA. There's over 30 organizations that are involved, and the numbers are going to be huge.
Absolutely. My message to those right-wing extremists and...
Yep, that would be us, folks. That would be us. We're the right-wing extremists. This is the guy here. This is the one. We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. We're here to take over. That's this guy.
The barbaric Israeli supporters who are supporting Maccabi Tel Aviv, that the city of Birmingham and moreover us.
Do you know the only thing that I've seen barbaric in Israel in the past 2 years has been those savages that went into the kibbutzes, that went to the Nova Festival, and we can't say the word, raped and pillaged and murdered and slaughtered and burned and beheaded and stabbed babies and burned babies in front of the parents and killed little children in front of each other, killed brothers and sisters in front of each other. That's what's barbaric, you mug. You absolute scumbag piece of filth that shouldn't be in this country. You shouldn't be in my country, in my England. You shouldn't be there. You're a savage. You shouldn't be in my country.
Is the home of lions.
Lions, and we...
Yep. Absolutely the home of lions. But you're not lions, you're snakes. You're sniveling, slithering little snakes. That's what you are, boys. And you are boys, you're just little boys. You've never done anything for this country but take.
We will not just remain silent when genocidal complicits come in and play football.
This guy's meant to be a lawyer. Genocidal complicits. What does that even mean? Don't you mean people who are complicit in genocide, Ahmed? And you're a lawyer? Man, I hope I never get arrested in Birmingham. Imagine him being your duty solicitor.
In our city, remember that? I urge all the youth to be peaceful and not to cover their...
All the youth. I urge all the youth to be peaceful.
Faces on that day. We want to send a clear message of peace and justice.
Birmingham is united against Israel. Okay, game over for Israel on 6th of November.
Remember that?
Game over.
Game over.
Enough of that nonsense. Enough of that madness. That's what we're up against, guys. And these people are actually taking themselves seriously. He actually thinks he's a serious person. That guy thinks he's going to take over our country. But I tell you something, and this is to all of us here. This is to me and to everybody else. Unless we do something, unless we get politically active, unless we get active on our social media, unless we've got to mercilessly, thanks for that, Sheila. It's a good job someone does, Sheila. I do appreciate that. Thanks for get on the super chats. Thanks for the super chats. I mean, you wouldn't get that sort of. What was the guy that used to do the impressions? You know who I mean. But anyway, yeah, this is the problem that we've got. This is the Rory Bremner. You wouldn't get that out of Rory Bremner. Rory Bremner's an old lefty. He wouldn't come and take the mick out of your local pack math, whatever. You know, he just wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Go pluck your banjo strings. It is like a scene from Deliverance, isn't it? It really is. It's like Deliverance transported into Southeast Asia and then transported back to Birmingham. Oh my goodness. Mike Yarwood as well. Yeah, Mike Yarwood probably would have done that sort of those sort of impressions, to be honest with you. But where's spitting image when you need it? I would love to see a spitting image doll of the Better Call Afsal. Better Call Afsal. But that's what we're up against, guys. And we can laugh about it. We can mock them, and we should mock them. We should relentlessly mock them. I want to see Liam Tufts doing some relentless mockery of some of these jihadi lawyers and some of these immigration lawyers and some of these MPs. Of course, they're very litigious. They don't have a sense of humor. They don't understand humor. You notice that jihadis and Islamists are really bad at understanding parody. You know, I mean, last time somebody parodied one of their heroes, they walked into the Charlie Hebdo offices and machine gunned everybody. Now, let's get it right. I was no fan of Charlie Hebdo. They were very blasphemous, said horrible things about my religion, but never once entered my mind to pick up an AK-47, shoot a couple of coppers, and then massacre everybody in the office. That just really didn't occur to me. And that's the difference, guys. That's the difference. We have a massive problem in our country. And this stinking government, our stinking, pathetic, sniveling, weak media, the hobbits, do you know, there's a whole lot of hobbits that don't deserve saving. I was on with Paul Thorpe yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. I was on with Paul yesterday. And there was a woman came on, lovely lady called Kath. And I said to her, says, you know what you need to do? Says, we're doing it in Northern Ireland. You need to build a bit of a community, get everybody together and, you know, start doing protests. You build a bit of camaraderie of people that are like-minded. She says, Richard, she says, I'm the only one. You know, she's the only right winger in the village. You know, she's the only person that's got a brain in the village. And that is very, very sad. And that's what we're up against, guys. That's what we're up against. I was with a friend of mine, Steve, in Oxfordshire a few weeks ago, and went to the pub with him, and we're in this pub, and you could just tell it was full of lefties. The whole village, it was like the Stepford Wives, except those husbands as well. It was just crazy. They were all robots. They're all lefty robots. And of course, anyway, that's what we're up against. We're up against goat molesting, donkey molesting, PDFs that have no care for our country and want to destroy our country. And yet, making videos like this has a cost. Because you make a video like this, of course, everybody that would watch it would realize it's parody. You make a video like this, and you know that you're putting your neck in the noose when you make it. You know that you're putting yourself at risk of basically the police, the state, whatever, coming after you. And that's the sad thing about it. You see, we're the good guys. Do you remember the little Nazi parody video where the Russians are about to attack them and they look at each other and say, we the baddies? We're not the baddies. We're the good guys. We're on the side of the angels. God is on our side. I mean that absolutely sincerely. God's on our side. And that's how I know we're going to get victory. But, yep, so that's what we're up against, that, guys. We're up against donkey molesting, goat molesting, inbred people who want to destroy our country and want to take over. Are we going to let them do it? I don't think so. Not a chance. I'm going to have a look at some of these comments, then I'm going to get off because I'm on with Ricky at 8:30. And then I'm going to have Ricky on again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So if you want to jump on that, that should be good fun. Most of it's falling out, Lisa, to be honest with you. Sadly, not through stress, just through lots and lots of birthdays. Become a vegetarian like me, and you won't need to worry about eating halal meat. Well, no, you can listen. You can eat pork. I live in Northern Ireland, so the cows over here are not halal slaughtered cows. Well, not the ones I go and buy, or the beef I go and buy. It better not be anyway. And eat loads of pork, because you can eat as much pork as you want, and I think fish is okay as well. You're not going to get halal fish. Anyway. Oh man. Yeah, Big Sue, let us know if you're about. We're all thinking about you. No, I'm not giving up bacon for any man either, and you won't have to. Don't worry about it. On a plane recently, the people in front of us and behind us were talking about Tommy. Brilliant. Then the lady next to us started talking about Tommy, all in a good way. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh, there's some big stuff to come. Some big stuff to come. Guys, by the way, the other thing I was going to say was, remember, Tommy's in court tomorrow. And I don't think these scumbags in the judiciary are going to do him any favors. So pray for Tommy. All the folk in here that are praying folk, pray for Tommy. Can we send out love and respect to a great patriot? Yes, absolutely. Ricky was telling me about that. She was at all the demos. She was absolutely a diehard, a stalwart. Now, I know she hadn't been well, but she was one of those people that was always everywhere. And I think Ricky was with her quite recently, and was talking to her about Christ and about salvation. Yeah, good luck, Tommy. Do you know what, Darren? Do you know what, mate? What we've got to try and do, we've got to try and build it. We've got to try and build it, even if it's not your direct neighbours, just people in your town, people in your area. There's got to be people. There's got to be people in everybody's area who are on the same page as us. Can we send love and respect? Yeah, we've just done that. Yeah, I'm on Ricky's channel at half 7. Watch Ricky's channel. Ricky Doolan. See if I can find it. In fact, yeah, just go on to YouTube and type in Ricky Doolan. You'll find him all right. He's on Twitter as well as Ricky Doolan. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot off because I've got loads to do. But I just thought that would be a little bit of a nice interlude to just show you how depraved and disgusting and vile our new neighbours are. What the heck have we got coming down the road towards us from these people? Absolutely shocking, terrifying, and yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to go. See you all in an hour on Ricky's channel if you want to turn up. See you soon.